Guys, again, we have Rob the Credit Guy. I'm pretty sure by this time, I think everybody knows who is Rob the Credit Guy. The reason being is because he's been working with us for last 7 years, I think 6 to 7 years so far.
Yeah.
And along this journey, he, I think, went from literally like zero to $150,000 a month, like stable $150,000 a month. Not just that, he have been able to mentor like so many people out there when it comes to selling credit repair services. So I think that this is the only video that you actually need to watch when it comes to turning leads into sales. Okay. So Rob, sir, after you.
Absolutely, man. That's a first of all, that's a great intro. Second, yes, we've been working together for a little over, it's closer to 7 years for sure. So it's
Yep.
been quite a while. And I gotta give you your flowers while you're still here, because if it wasn't for you and your company, you've helped me grow my company, but I've also seen your company grow as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of blessings throughout these past 7 years.
Yeah. We
And
got that
without you,
Mustang, bro.
oh, for sure. Without you, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. Our company wouldn't be doing, well over 100 grand a month, consistently. That's the thing. Consistency is key,
Consistently.
right? Because
Yeah.
it's easy to make money, but can you
Yeah.
keep doing it, right? And
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
that's a little bit about what we're going to talk about today, because everybody can get leads,
Yep.
but if you're not converting them into sales, then you just got a bunch of leads and no sales, right? Eventually, you're going to run out
Exactly.
of money. So
Yeah.
let's dive right into it, man. So the first thing is your social media.
Mm.
Okay, you have to build your social media. Number one, have a minimum of 30 posts. And notice how I wrote and ongoing. So don't just
Correct.
take this and say, well, Rob and Harshall said I need 30 posts, and then you stop, right? So you want to have a minimum. That's a starting point, assuming that you don't have any, maybe you just started your social media, right? Because
Yeah.
you want to have a business social media, not a personal social media.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of you, if you already have a following, then what you could do is convert your personal into a business, but
Yep.
you have to make it a business account.
Yeah.
Um, Number two, post about your journey. A lot of people ask me, and I'm sure they ask you, Harshal, like, hey, well, you're telling me to post, but what
What
should I
should I
post
post?
about? Like,
Exactly.
I don't really know what to post about. When you post about your journey, like me, let me give you a quick example. I started in the credit repair business because I personally had bad credit. I
Yep.
talk about that all the time on my social media. And why do I talk about that? Because it's relatable,
Hmm.
right? Notice how I said post about your journey dash relatable. People, when it comes to sales, I don't care what you're selling, people will buy if they know, they like, and if they like and they know you, so you want to make yourself relatable. Number
Yep.
three, client results. I'm always posting about client results. Why?
Yep.
Because if someone is thinking about hiring you, they want to know what you have done for your previous clients. That way, in their mind, they have an idea of what you could potentially do for them. And you got to remember that nowadays, people don't believe what you say. People believe
Correct.
what they see.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly posting about client
Actions.
results, you're making them believers before they even hop on the phone with you. That's
Yep.
super important. Another thing that I like to talk about is credit myths and facts, right? Like something simple would be pay your utilization down, the credit card balances. Everyone watching this is like, man, that's so generic, that's so basic. But you got to understand, there's people out there that don't even know that about credit. So
Exactly.
you consider yourself to be, if you're watching this, you consider yourself to be an expert, I hope, right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, you got to remember that your potential clients and your clients are not experts. So you have to bring it back down to basics. So talk about credit utilization, talk about the truth and facts about trade lines, talk about how to apply for a credit card, what credit card you should apply for if you're a beginner, what credit card you should apply for if you already have, excellent credit. Again, credit facts, myths, everything credit you should always post about. That is also what that's going to do, by the way. That's going to solidify you as a professional, because there's a million credit repair companies, but how do they know that you actually know what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Get in front,
correct.
get in front of that camera and start
Yeah,
talking that talk, start
exactly.
educating. Don't sell, educate. So when
Yeah,
a lot of people use the word value, oh, I gotta build value. Half of y'all don't even know what the hell value means. When we're talking about value, you want to, I mean, educate. You want to educate the person. That way
yeah,
they feel like they're not being sold. The truth is, when it comes to sales and marketing, no one really likes being sold. People like being educated so they can feel like they're making an educated decision, and all
correct.
you are doing now is pushing them into the right direction and signing them up for your program. That's how you
Yeah.
want it to flow. Um, Funny post. This is something where I don't think I'm really funny, but I mean,
You are. I've seen your
I've been
posts.
posting funnier posts, and it's been working. I just posted the other day. No, it's probably been about a month now, so I guess the other day. But I posted a video about my dog, and I was just telling a story about how my dog ran away. It had nothing to do with credit, guys. Nothing at all. Nothing to do with credit. But I posted it on my business page because, again, I want people to feel like they know me, they can trust me, they like me, and then eventually they'll buy from me. So by just telling a simple story about and this is a true story, my dog ran away, and I was telling the story about it. Long story short, you can go to my page and watch it.
Yeah.
Right now, as of today, over I think it's over like 120,000 views. It has, last time I checked, it was over 5,000 shares, and it has, like, I don't know, thousands of comments, like crazy. Now, some of you watching that, you're like, or watching this right now, you're like, Rob, you're talking about your dog. I get that. But you know what that did? That drove a lot of traffic to my page.
Yeah.
And once they got to my page, I post some more dog videos and stuff, but not all the time. I mainly post about credit. So
But
I've actually been, since I posted that, on top of the leads that I get from Harshal and all my organic traffic, I actually have people calling me like, hey, uh, I see that you do credit repair. Just to let you know, I started following you because of your dog video. And then we started talking about the dog, and then I actually sold them. They became a credit repair client. So think about that. You can use your family, your friends, your life, again, tell your story about who you are. And people would just feel like they know you. And when they
yeah,
feel like they know you, they just feel more comfortable, right? There's a lot of
yeah,
credit repair scams out there. They just want to know that you're a real person. So funny post is especially if you're naturally funny, be yourself on camera, uh, and they're gonna see that you're being authentic. Again, it really does work, guys. It's going to drive a lot of traffic. The other thing is, don't be scared to repost videos.
bro.
Sometimes you post something, yeah,
Yeah, like
repost over and over.
exactly. Like I have seen like so many credit repair business out there right now. They've been reposting so many videos. They're basically giving like a certain sort of a reaction, and they're
Correct.
just posting it out there as a content. And I've seen a couple of videos like go viral on that repost video thing. Like it's crazy
Yeah.
just to see like
The thing about
yeah,
reposting, guys, is I think a lot of you don't repost your videos or even talk about the same topics or subjects because you're like, oh, I already posted that. I already talked about that. But you got to understand, not everybody saw that video.
yeah,
And and not only did other people that you want to see, they didn't see it, but also people need to hear things over and over again before they decide to move forward.
yeah,
Because think about it, how many times have you watched a video? Like, I listen to a lot of motivational, talks and stuff. Sometimes if I really like it, I'll listen to it a few times. I mean, like Les Brown, I love Les Brown. I can listen to that guy freaking 100 times a day. And even though if I listen to the same story that he already told, that'll be that one time where I'm like, oh, wait, I heard this 1,000 times, but man, I didn't hear this part. And then it clicks. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with your content. Post about the same things, talk about the same things, especially for let me give you a real example. I actually think that was the first time I posted my dog, which was crazy, and it went
Yeah.
viral. And I was like, hold on, maybe I got something here. So I started posting more of my dog. And my point is, if you post something and it goes viral, and by the way, guys, viral doesn't mean 10 million views, okay?
Yeah.
Because let's just say you never got 10,000 views in your life and you get 10,000 views. That's
It's crazy.
viral to you, right?
Yeah.
So if you post something and your audience reacts to it and you get good feedback, that's kind of like a telltale. Maybe I should post more videos like this, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of a cheat code, and I only know that out of experience.
Yeah.
But
So
again,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
think like but the last thing that we should mention here is like, you should at least have 90% of your content on your Instagram should be video format instead of just being a random flyer.
100%. Um, and that's a part of what we're going to dive into. So I'm super glad that you brought that up.
Yep.
And again, people believe what they see, not what believe what they see, not what they hear, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I wanted to show you guys an image of, and let me move my uh thing here. Okay. So on my left, and I didn't
Mm.
want to put this person's name out here because I don't know who they are. I literally just randomly just kind of like
Yeah.
found somebody to use as an example. Um, but what are the differences between the one on the left and the one on the right? This is Jeanette. Jeanette is actually one of my mentees, one of my students. She is absolutely killing it in the credit repair game. Right now, I know she's over $20,000 a month in credit repair. And she wasn't doing that before she came to me. So through our coaching, not only did I help her with sales, but we helped her with marketing. We helped her with every aspect of her business. So I figured that she was a great example to use in this. But make sure, shout out to Jeanette. You can follow her. That's
Yeah.
CreditNet. Um, but I want to highlight some things. Look at her highlights. Some of the highlights. Look at her on the left. This person, I don't know this person, but she only has, you see where it says client results and it says client repair. That's it. I'm not saying that's bad, but you want to fill up your highlights section. Now, if you look at Jeanette, CreditNet, you can look and see she has a bunch of highlights. What that is you're creating a portfolio
Yeah.
for people to go through. People will sit there and just watch all your stories, right? Um, and another thing, this is very important. If you guys have a website, for example, like my website is a1creditandloans.net. That is our credit repair website. Every single story that I do, I put my link on there. So when people are watching my stories, they can click on there. It takes them to my landing page. And then now I'm able to grab and capture their information, name, phone number, email, and then I call them, make the sale, right?
Yep.
So the more highlights you have, the better it's going to be for you because when somebody's interested in your services, they're going to go to your Instagram and they're going to stalk you. So
Yeah.
why not give them all the information that they need to know before you even talk to them?
Yeah. So they are pre-sold already.
Exactly. Guys, stop looking at social media as social media. Okay.
Yeah.
Change your mindset. Social media is the best business card that you could ever give anyone.
Yep.
So make sure you have all your highlights. The other thing that I noticed on the one to the left, look at what this person's posting. It's not that it's bad. Okay. So I'm not like saying, oh, this is a horrible Instagram page. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is it's not very personable.
Yep.
Just by looking at this, I don't know. And this is at the top of the page. I really don't know whose credit repair page this is, right? I don't know who the business owner is. it looks very generic. It looks like maybe they're hiding behind the Instagram, right? Uh, and also another thing is you see these images. Anybody could do these images.
Yep.
Is it informational? Yes. Is it helpful? Yes. Is it personable? No. 99% of YouTube is probably at 100% for sure. Instagram, TikTok is what? Videos.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying images are dead, but images are not going to help you convert
Yep.
organically because we're not even talking about paid ads yet. It's not going to help you convert as much organic traffic because they don't really know who you are. They can't see you. They can't hear you. You're not really able to tell your story. Again, it's not, you want to be able to look like an established business when people go to your Instagram, right?
Correct.
Now, let's talk about CreditNet. Let's talk about Jeanette for a second. The first thing you see is a video. First of all, you notice those little video emblems, right? These are all videos, guys. All of these are videos for the most part. So right here,
Yep.
she looks like she has some like text messages from a client. So again, she's, you
Yeah.
know, client results, stuff like
Social
that,
proof.
right?
Social proof.
But just without scrolling, because this is just a screenshot,
Yeah.
just without scrolling, her social media is displaying who she is, what
Yeah.
she does, and at the same time, she's doing everything that I'm telling you guys to do, telling the stories, educating, getting facts and myths, doing all of the above, and in most cases, all in one video.
Yeah.
So her conversion organically is super high, right? So build up your social media as much as possible. You know,
Yep.
I'm think about back in the day when sales, we didn't have really social media. If you were a salesperson, you had to go knock on doors, right? And there's only so many doors that you could knock on.
Yeah.
With social media, you could post something and accidentally, because we don't know what's going to go viral. So you could accidentally go viral and then your business takes off.
Yep.
Work smarter,
One video.
not harder.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
One video can go viral.
yeah, absolutely, man. Is there anything maybe that I know I'm kind of just going over everything. Cause listen, guys,
Yeah.
I get really excited because I'm successful, but more importantly, Harshal and we want to give you the tools and the knowledge so you could be successful. So,
Yep.
but is there anything maybe that you wanted
I
to add?
think, yeah, like based on our experience, what we have also seen sometimes like the verified badge also helps on Instagram. So that
Yes.
would be like maybe another thing. That's kind of a good social proof where people see you as somebody, you know. Like it
Yeah.
is actually tested on our own business as well. Like whenever we run ads, like instead of getting like, 3, 4 appointments, we started getting like 6, 7 appointments a day. So
It also
that's like
lets
good
people
enough.
know that you're a real company, that you're a real
Exactly.
person, because we
Yeah.
have to go through the verification process.
Yeah. So I think that's like another thing. But yeah, like for the most part, like 90% of the videos, it should be really relatable, and then maybe verification badge is something here and there. So
Yeah.
that's it.
And the last thing I'll say about kind of this topic is, guys, we're talking about videos, not images, right? And
Yeah.
so we're not saying, just to be clear, we're not saying don't post images. That's not what we're saying. We're saying the majority, like Harshal said, 90% of your posts really should be videos.
Yep.
Um, and it doesn't always have to be you in the video. Like you could do
Yeah.
B-roll, you could do some B-roll and then have a message on it. I know
Yeah.
Jeanette, if you go to her page, she does a lot of that. Like if you just go to Jeanette's page, you'll learn a lot on how she promotes her business. And that's what a lot of successful credit repair owners are doing when it comes to social media, how they're successful on there is, guys, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Like
Yeah.
just do what other successful people are doing. And I'm
Yep.
just using Jeanette as an example, but there's a million other credit repair companies that are doing great because of their
Yep.
social media. Follow what they're following, follow what they're doing. Um, I was gonna say about videos. When I first started doing videos, the quality of the video wasn't good.
Yeah.
Um, it would take me 3 hours to do a video because I wanted everything to be perfect. Um, I'm naturally an overthinker, and so you have to get out of your own way, guys. Like I just encourage you,
Yeah.
you cannot, you let me say something. You really, in the day and age that we live in, it's extremely hard. I'm not saying you can't be successful without social media, but social media is the biggest hack, is the biggest
Yep.
cheat code when it comes to being successful in your business. So what we do for a living changes lives, right? When you fix someone's credit, they're able to buy a house, they're able to buy a car, they're able to get business funding, they're able to get their dream job. They're able to do a lot of things because of you and what you do for a living. And you're
Yep.
trying to tell me that you are going to let your fear of being in front of a camera stop you from changing lives? And in return, the benefit of that is you become successful. Get out of
Yeah.
your own way. Get out of your own
I
head.
I
Get
think
in
like
front of the camera.
yeah, maybe first 4 or 5 videos would be shit, but you can still post it. That's fine. Like, you could basically figure out, like, how long you've been able to come with your journey so far, right? Like, just post it. Nobody cares nowadays. Like, just post it. Like, just let them see who you are. Like, you can literally have your phone here, just like record a quick video, like what are payment deletions, just talk about it for like maybe 15 to 20 seconds, and then
Yep.
just add a little caption and just post it. Just don't overthink.
That's
Like,
it.
yeah,
And for those of you who don't have a lot of money, because I didn't have a lot of money starting off, with my business, and you can go on Amazon and get a $30 mic. Guys,
yeah,
a $30 mic will take your video quality for the audio of your video, will take your video to the next level.
yeah.
Because that's another thing. I'm not saying it has to be perfect because it does not. Actually, an
The Boya
imperfect
mic.
video is going to convert more, to be honest.
Yeah,
But you want to have good audio. If you don't have, it's going to be hard to listen. And if it's hard to listen to because of the audio, people are going to swipe and it's just not
yeah,
going to be good. $30, you could buy a
correct.
mic and it's delivered the same or the next day. So there's no reason why you can't get a mic. It doesn't have to be, I didn't start buying all this expensive equipment until I started making money.
Yeah,
Um, so get a mic, $30 on Amazon, um, and just get in front of the camera,
yep.
and focus on value, meaning
Stay
education,
consistent.
stay consistent. And one thing I'm going to tell you, not a lot of people are going to like your videos. You're probably not going to get a lot of comments, especially if you're in the beginning of building,
Yeah,
your business. So be prepared for that. And I know that I'm telling you, Harshal is telling you, not a lot of people are going to like, or they're going to comment. It is
yeah,
okay. You know why? Because they're still watching you. They want to see if
yeah,
you're consistent. Eventually, the likes and the comments, they're going to grow. But just like anything else, you got to start from the ground up. So just have that tunnel vision and don't overthink it. Just post it.
exactly.
That's I used to overthink it all the time, and that doesn't get you. I never overthinking doesn't get us anywhere, but a
Yeah,
headache. So this is kind of what you brought up earlier, Harshal, an image versus video. Now,
yep,
before we were talking about organic traffic. Now we're talking about what you guys want to know is ads.
yeah,
Let's talk about ads because when you are posting organically, right? You're just posting, you're hopefully get some likes, some comments, some traffic, right? Some views. You're not paying for none of that. No money's
yeah,
coming out of your pocket. But when you start running ads, you have to pay harsh on this company. You also have to pay for your daily ad budget, right?
yep,
Now you're like, okay, I got to make sure because I'm investing, my own money into this. I got to make sure this actually works. So for you note takers, this is, I mean, you should have been taking notes from the beginning, but this is really, really where you want to take notes because we want to make sure that the money that you're investing into your ads, you're actually going to convert into sales, right? So a video ad is proven to
Correct.
generate 10 times more leads than an image ad. It's just a fact. Why? Because of what we discussed earlier. People get to see you. People get to like number one, it says it's your first impression. Think about that. When you run paid ads, these are people that don't know you. They're not following you. They don't know you. You're reaching outside of your atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Outside of the organic, circle that you have. And that's what you want, because we can't get rich off of our family and friends and people that we know, right? We have to go outside of our circle. And that's why the paid ads is so important. But you got to keep in mind, first impression is everything, right? Let me give you a quick example, quick story. When I first met my wife, the first impression was important. And the first impression on her end from me was important, right? And that means, what did that end up being? I ended up making the sale, meaning I married her. So that's a first impression.
Yeah.
Um, guys, this is where, man, I don't know what the hell some of y'all be thinking, but I seen ads and or even organic posts with people with ski mask doing, I'll fix your credit, and they're wearing a ski mask. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, man, like, number one, the type of clientele you're going to attract is ghetto. The second thing is, you're going to attract a lot of people that are broke. You're gonna attract a lot of people that are uh, have unrealistic expectations. You're
Yeah.
gonna attract people that want to pay you $50 for you to fix their credit. How you advertise and how you market, it's also going to be who you attract. So, like right now, I'm not wearing anything fancy, but I'm wearing my branded Rob the Credit Guy shirt. I'm wearing my branded Rob the Credit Guy hat. I'm not saying that you have to be branded, but what I am saying is you got to look like a professional. Like, guys, these people are going to be trusting you with their name, their date of birth, their social, their documents.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have their whole life in their hands. Play the role of a professional.
Yep.
That's I don't think it's that hard, but some of these
Yeah.
people I see on social media, I'm like, man, this is crazy. Uh, and think about long term. How do you want people to look at you? If you're posting silly stuff all the time on social
Yeah.
media, people are not going to take you serious. You know,
Seriously.
you
Exactly.
yeah, you really want people to take you serious. So just keep in mind, when you're doing these videos, they don't know you. So don't
Yep.
talk to them like they know you. It's the first impression. Dress up in your videos. Again, I'm not saying it has to be a suit, but look like a professional. That's all I'm gonna say
Yeah.
about that. The second thing is, when you create a video ad, you're able to capture your audience. And when I say capture, you can tell a story. You can, like number three says, you can show client results. I
Yeah.
would do both, tell a story and, talk about your client results. And then the last thing is, there's always a call to action. Like,
Yep.
I'm running a couple ads right now, and in all of my ads, I say, click on the link below, or,
Yeah.
hey,
Send us a
well,
message.
yeah, exactly. Send us a message, or
Yeah.
there always has to be a call to action, because even I know we're talking about ads right now, but even in your organic traffic, your organic post, don't forget to have a call to action.
Yeah.
Because as
All
you're
the time.
creating you're creating these videos, you're giving out all of this helpful information, but you got to remember, your clients, your potential clients, these leads, they're lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what the first step is. They're waiting for you to tell them what to do. Why? Because you're the professional. You have to give them direction.
Yeah.
And if you're not giving them a call to action, then you're not giving them what to do next. So
Yep.
when you're creating your video ad, going back to the video ads, when you're creating your video ad, always make sure that you have a call to action. Hey,
Yep.
click the button below. Schedule your free consultation today.
Yeah.
DM us, call us. Whatever your call to action is, make sure there's always a call to action.
Yep. Bro, I had something to add here. Like, I think most probably this is what most people don't know. Okay. Like, there is one huge benefit of working with us is We will literally send you all the proven examples that are currently proven to work with tutorial. Like we literally send you tutorial on how to do that kind of video. Like you'll get all the proven examples that are working with tutorial, like what exactly you want after that point. Like nobody does that. Like at least with the competitors, nobody does it.
And you know why that's important? Because you're about to invest your money into
Yeah.
ads. And it's a big jump for a lot of you, regardless of where you're at in your business, whether you're already doing $20,000 a month, or maybe you haven't even made $1 yet and you just started investing into your business.
Yeah.
You want, and we want you to be successful. We want these leads to work for you so you can make more money, increase the ad budget, hire a
Yep.
sales team. Just again, growth. Scale is where what we want. That's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
By Harshal giving you that tutorial, he's giving you the blueprint so you don't even have to think
Yeah.
about it. Because
Exactly.
that's one of the biggest concerns is, well, hey, Rob and Harshal
What
is
to
telling me
record.
to make a video,
What to
but
record.
what do I record? What do I
Yeah.
say? How do I dress? What kind of background should I have? We're giving you, and in those tutorials, he's giving you the same ad that
Yep.
I'm running. Like and guys, you can take that ad and say it word for word. And you know what? Nobody's
Uh,
gonna know that you
Yeah.
copied Rob the credit guy. Why?
Exactly.
Because you don't look like me, you don't sound like me, the background's different.
Yeah.
You also are going to attract a different audience that I'm
Yep.
going to attract.
Yeah.
So Harshal and I, we both give you the blueprint so that way you don't have to think about it. And
Yep.
it's a much quicker path to getting to where you want to be in your business, which is
Yep.
success.
Yeah. That's it for this.
Now, this is all of this that we covered so far is
This is
extremely
the
important.
by far the important, bro. So important.
This is the important part
Yeah.
because guys, this is where I talk to people. With your permission, let me be transparent. Let me be very straightforward with you guys.
Yeah.
I have I have talked to people, and people have said, "Hey, man, I hired Harshal, and you know what, man, I just didn't see the results, that I was hoping for." And then when I sit down and have a real conversation with them, I'm like, "Did you do this? Did you do that?" And they're like, "No, we told you to do this. Like, we're giving you the blueprint. Why are you not doing it?" Right?
Exactly.
So you have to follow these steps if you want to be successful. If you want to build a house, you don't build the roof, you build the foundation of the house first, right?
Yep.
This is what we're giving you so you can lead yourself to success. So the first thing is when these leads come in, if you can hire an appointment setter is what you want. Why? Because when a lead comes in, the first thing that the lead is expecting is for you to respond. Now,
Yep.
you can use an automated message, okay? Now, we give you an automated message, but I'm telling you out of experience, you're going to convert at a higher rate if you have an appointment setter. And here's why, very simple. If let's say you contact me through a DM. Hey, Rob, what's up with your credit? And then I respond back with, or in my case, my appointment setter will respond with, "Hey, Harshal, what are your credit scores?" And then Harshal says, "I got a 450." And then I respond back, "Hey, how many collections do you have?" Harshal says, "I got about 10. I'm not really sure." What's happening right now? Me and Harshal are
Are
having
having communication.
a real conversation.
Yeah.
There's real communication. And when the customer knows that it's a real person
Yeah.
and they're communicating with you, it makes them feel comfortable.
Yep.
It makes them feel like it doesn't. I'll tell you what it doesn't make them feel like. It doesn't make it feel like another number. When you use the automated message or you use a very generic message and you're just trying to grab their information, they just feel like another number. You're not asking them about their situation. You're not trying to get to know them, none of that. So they don't feel comfortable. They
Yeah.
already, from the moment that he contacted you, they feel like they're already in a sales funnel.
Yep.
And if they feel like they're in a sales funnel, automatically their guard goes up. Now it makes it harder for you to make that sale. So
Yep.
by communicating with that person and asking some just basic questions, you're not trying to drill them with questions. I recommend, and in our coaching and mentoring program, we teach you what questions to ask, but you want to ask on average 3 to 5 questions.
Yep.
After 3 to 5 questions, then you want to say, hey, Harshal, are you available to talk?
Yep.
Harshal says, yes. We've already been talking, right? We've already been conversating. Harshal says, yes, I can talk. Harshal, what's your phone number? Harshal gives me his phone number. Now, Harshal is what? Expecting my phone call
Yep.
because we were just talking. He's looking forward to my phone call. He's expecting my phone call, and he's waiting for he's waiting by the phone for the phone to ring. That's very different than a lot of people are using, hey, go to my calendar, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Guys,
And they lost
I'm
the
not,
interest.
they lost interest. I'm not against the calendar, so hear me out. I'm not against the calendar. But what we're teaching you right now is to help you convert the lead into a sale as quickly as possible right now. Not two
Yeah.
months from now, but right now.
Right now.
Because, like Harshal said, if somebody contacts you and says,
Yep.
hey, Harshal, I'm interested in your credit repair. And then you're like, okay, great, go to my calendar. They're like, what? Like, I want to talk to someone now. And they go to your calendar and they can't talk to you till tomorrow. Guess what? They probably already talked to Rob the credit guy because Rob the credit guy is making sure that he's available right now. And
Exactly.
the moment that lead comes into your inbox, that lead will never be hotter than that moment.
Yeah.
Think, think about it. When you walk into the mall and you walk into a shoe store, the likelihood of you buying a pair of shoes is when you're actually in the shoe store, not
Yeah.
when you're in the middle of the mall in the food court, right?
Correct.
So when that person comes into your DMs, they're in your store, they're in your atmosphere. That's the best time for you to get on the phone with them and build that rapport, build that communication, and actually close the deal. Not tomorrow on your appointment on your
Yeah.
calendar.
Yep.
So
And
I,
yeah,
go ahead.
one more thing I would like to add, maybe like, just correct me on this, okay? Like when you say like, you need to have an appointment setter,
Mhm.
what I also feel is like maybe at a certain level of ad spend, they might need to have it. Because what if like, somebody's spending like $20 a day in ad spend
Mhm.
and they're getting probably like 4 to 5 leads a day, then do you
Yes.
think having an appointment setter would be necessary? Or maybe they should learn the first 4 to 5 questions, and then slowly and steadily, once they start bumping up their ad spend, then maybe it would make sense for them to hire somebody to set the appointment for them. What do you think?
That man, I see. This is why Harshal is great at what he does. So that's a great question, Harshal. So this is why when I coach someone and I mentor someone, everyone is in a different spot in their business.
Exactly.
So let me give you a quick scenario. Let's say I'm coaching and mentoring someone
Mm-hmm.
and they're not in their credit repair business full time. They are working a full-time job
Yep.
and they're working on their credit repair business, part-time
Part time.
when they're not working. So they're trying to build their business.
Yep.
You got to keep in mind that those leads are coming in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So if you're not able to get, let's say a lead comes in because you're at your full-time job, right? You're making your 9 to 5, you're making your money.
Yep.
When a lead comes in the morning, but you don't respond to it till 6 or 7 in the evening because that's when you get off, the likelihood of you converting that into sale, I'm not saying is impossible, but it definitely dropped a lot. It dropped by probably 50%
Yep.
because now that person, again, they kind of lost interest. That lead is not as hot. But if you have an appointment setter, if you can afford, this is a whole nother topic, right? If
Yeah.
you can afford an appointment setter, then it's best for you to have an appointment setter. Because now, even if you're the only salesperson and you can't talk on the phone, at least your appointment setter is there to kind of keep that lead warm. And
Yep.
they'll respond. Yeah, they'll respond to the lead. Hey, excuse me, what are your credit scores? Blah, blah, blah. They'll get the phone number and then they'll schedule the call later for the evening. That's a better alley-oop and then a dunk it, right? That's so the appointment setter will alley-oop it and you dunk. That's what touchdown, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yep.
That's one of the benefits about the appointment setter. The other benefit about an appointment setter, let's just use easy numbers. You got 10 leads that came in today. You got 10 leads that come in tomorrow. You got 10
Yeah.
leads that come in the day after. What happens to the leads? Let's say it's Friday. What happens to the 10 leads from Monday? Are you, as the business owner, are you going back and responding? Because now it's at the bottom of your inbox, right?
Yeah.
So are you, as the business owner, are you going to have time to go back and follow up with those leads? Let's be
Probably
real,
not.
probably not.
Yeah.
Like right now, if you're starting off, you're the salesperson, you're the customer service person, you might be doing the disputing, you're doing all the videos and marketing, you're wearing a lot of hats. So
Yep.
an appointment setter is actually a major key in your business because now they're able to follow up with those leads that you think right now, you think they're dead because they're
Yeah.
not responding. They're not responding because you didn't message them back. You didn't follow up. But an appointment setter, that's their job, is not only to respond to the new leads, but respond to the leads that is at the bottom of the list to revive those conversations. And now you're getting, because you have an appointment setter, you're getting 3 to 5 more, depending on how many leads you have, you're getting
Yeah.
at least 3 to 5 more appointments per day. So so I wanted to describe what an appointment setter is, but should you hire an appointment setter right off the bat? It depends on your situation.
Yeah.
It depends on your finances. Like Harshal said, it depends on your ad budget. If you're
Yeah.
just starting off, you may
Consult
want to
with
let it
us.
ramp up for like about 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
let it ramp up. That way you have enough leads for your appointment setter to go and attack. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree.
but again, no, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. You should always consult about it to us, and we'll always have an answer for that, for sure.
And this is why coaching and mentoring is so important because guys, with Harshal and I, we don't have a cookie cutter, hey, just do this. Like, yeah, we have a guide that you're going to go through, but real coaching and mentoring is knowing you and knowing your situation. Are you in your credit repair business full time? Are you doing it part time? What kind of ad budget are you working with? What does your social media look like?
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot to running, not just ads, but there's a lot to running a successful business, right? So, like me, when I first started, I always knew I was great at sales. I knew I was a killer salesperson. But being a great salesperson doesn't mean that you can run a successful business. There's a lot of moving parts. Some of you need to sharpen up your sales skills, but you're a great disputer. Like you, man, you know everything about disputing. You know all the laws. You read 1,000 books for disputing, and you can get anything off the credit. But if you cannot articulate that in a way that is going to help you convert into sales, then that just means you're book smart.
Yeah.
And book smart means nothing. How many people do you
Nothing.
know with a fancy degree and they're working at the supermarket? So a
Yeah.
degree means nothing if you don't know how to run a business.
Yep.
All right. Number two, I kind of touched on this already. You got to respond to the leads immediately. Again,
As
responding
soon
to
as
the
possible.
leads later, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's gonna kill your deal. That's one of the biggest deal killers.
Yeah.
Um, Again, following up with the leads. There's times, guys, where you'll get a name, phone number, and email. They won't pick up.
Yeah.
Just because you got a name, phone number, email, that don't mean nothing until they get on the phone, right? So same thing. If you're using
Yeah.
an appointment setter, the appointment setter may respond immediately to that brand new lead. And you know what? That person, you could see on Instagram that they read the message, but they don't respond.
Yeah.
Again, you
I
gotta
think,
follow.
yeah, I think they should follow up until they die.
I follow up with my leads until they tell me, don't call me, don't text me, don't message me. And to be honest with you, that almost never happens.
Yeah.
It almost never happens. Why? Because
Yeah.
I look at it like this, guys. You should never feel bad about calling, texting, emailing, or DMing
Getting
someone
rejected. I think like
multiple
most people
times.
have a fear of getting rejected, I guess,
It's
sometimes.
life.
Yeah.
We get rejected every day.
Exactly.
In different forms. I mean, you have to get used to rejection
Yeah.
uh, if you want to be successful. I mean, I'm not going
Yeah.
to give a whole motivational speech on this, but I'm just saying, like, it's the truth. You gotta
Yeah.
have thick skin. And
Yep.
you know what? The way I look at it from a marketing and also a sales perspective is I don't want to give up on my clients. A lot of our clients, guys, have gone through bad credit, bad situations that got them into the bad credit, and some of them are hopeless. Some
Mm.
of them are not in a good spot. They've given up on credit repair. They've given up on themselves. They contacted you for a reason. Don't give up on them.
Yeah.
Call them, text them, be that person that's gonna, and it's not about being a pushy salesperson. It's about you are committed to your craft. You are committed to helping people. That's
Yep.
what it's about. And if they so happen to pick up the phone or message you back and say, hey, please stop messaging me, then you say, hey, no worries. I only contacted you because you contacted us about
Yeah.
helping you with your credit. Do you still want help with your credit? And then if they say no again, then you leave it alone, completely leave it alone, right? You got to respect their decision. But
Yep.
ask yourself this question. Last thing I'll say about this is ask yourself this question. What kind of professional are you if you do give up on them? What does that say
Yeah.
about you? What does that say about your company? All right. So don't give up on your clients. Number 4, if you follow the steps that we're telling you, you have the appointment setter, or maybe right now you don't have an appointment setter. Maybe it's just you, and that's fine too. Um, make enough sales to where you can hire an appointment setter. Matter of fact, um, if you need an appointment setter, you can contact me directly. I'll connect you with my recruiter. Her name is Michelle, and Michelle
Michelle.
can find you an appointment setter.
Yep.
An appointment setter, just so you guys know, will run you, I don't know the exact prices, so I could be corrected. But we're talking about maybe $200, maybe 250, somewhere around there. And by the way, that's a week, by the way. That's such a small investment because think about it. If you're paying an appointment setter, let's say $200 a week, that's $800 a month. If you're charging, let's say $1,000 for credit repair, that appointment setter is paying for their salary off of you just making one sale. So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that where I can't afford an appointment setter. You can't afford to not hire an appointment setter because an appointment setter is actually going to make you more money.
Yep.
So anyway, follow these steps and then it leads to the sale. When you get to a certain point, then you can hire a sales rep. But
Yep.
this is a whole nother topic. We don't have time to dive into this, but we give you the sales script. We give you everything that you should be saying and your sales rep should be saying to convert these leads into sales.
Yep.
Other than that, guys, listen, we appreciate and you guys watching. This is our contact information. Hopefully, this video change your life because
Yeah.
this is not a regular YouTube channel, guys. If you guys know anything about Harshal and I, we are extremely open and transparent. We give you all the secrets so
Yeah.
you could be successful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, so if you need more leads, then I'll definitely leave our link in the description box below to schedule an appointment. And if you want to get more information about Rob's sales program and the whole mentorship, then I'll also leave that link below. But still, like, you also have all the information in front of you. But yeah, Until next
Yeah,
time.
make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And let me just give you guys real quick just some clarity. I get a lot of people that contact me. Hey, Rob, are you going to teach me how to sell? Yes, I'm going to teach you how to sell. I'm going to teach you how to make more money. But we don't just teach you how to sell. Again, knowing how to sell is great, but you have to know, how to have the right systems in place, the right
Yeah.
workflows. You got to have what happens when you hire someone. You got to have the right training for them. We
Yep.
provide you all of the above. We're not just going to teach you how to sell, but we're going to teach you how to grow and scale your credit repair company when it comes to sales, marketing, and all of the above. And again, I cannot do what I'm doing without Harshal.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Again, until next time, we'll soon launch another video if you want. But if you guys have any questions, do let us know in the description or the comment box below. And again, like just try to subscribe to our channel. We also have a Facebook group. Damn, bro, there are so many pitches. I mean, we should we should be over by now.
Let's get
Until next
it.
time,
See you guys
guys.
later.
Thank you.